So I just got back from my showing of the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and I know this review is kind of different from how I normally do my reviews, but I don't really have any time to make something really big. I might end up making something later, but as of now, this is the best I can do as the movie is now fresh in my mind. But anyways, I'm gonna try and keep this review spoiler-free, but as this is unscripted, I might end up blurting something out, so I'd recommend you go watch the movie for yourselves, because one, well, it was just amazing, and you need to see it for yourself, and two, this is a movie that I feel you have to go in blind for. Sure, there were a lot of TV spots that showed a lot of footage, but there were so many surprises, and seeing the whole thing put together was just magical, you know? So, and me going into it without knowing everything about it just filled me with so many surprises and so much joy. So, anyways, please go see it for yourself before watching this review. But anyways, let's actually get to said review. For starters, I guess I already spoiled my thoughts on it, and I might as well not beat around the bush anymore. I loved this movie so much. I know I've said this about a billion times as of now, but Mario is a series that truly means a lot to me. I grew up with the series. It was my childhood. I love it dearly. It just holds so much weight to me. And when this movie was announced, I was excited but worried that they would just mess this up because, well, this was when the time when video game adaptations were, like, never good. So, obviously, I was worried that they were gonna just screw over my childhood. But after seeing the first trailers, after seeing so much of this movie, and after going to the theater to see it for myself, it was just so surreal just to see such a big love letter to my favorite franchise. I know from all the trailers, we saw a bunch of Easter eggs, and that might sound like there wasn't any left for the movie, but there was just so much in this movie, and I know I missed at least half of it. And even though there are tons upon tons of references to the series and callbacks, they don't take away from the movie one bit. And that is honestly really surprising. Most of it is stuff in the background that I'll point at and be like, hey, I know that. But also, there's a lot of references to older games, specific moments in the series, and this movie just pulls so much from every single Mario game. They could have just stuck to the basics like the original Mario Bros. 3, Mario World, maybe Mario 64. There's references to the aforementioned games, Super Mario 3D World, Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Galaxy, New Super Mario Bros. And, like I said, spoiler alert, but I won't say anyone specific, but they have a lot of characters from across the Mario series, and it's not just the basic ones that were in the cast list or anything. There are so many characters that are pulled from the entire series. I mean, not a whole lot. They're not pulling the entire cast, but it's enough to show that they do really care about what they're making here. And now moving on to other aspects, besides references, the music. The score here honestly made me tear up. The orchestral themes that work in many different pieces from the entire franchise seamlessly, it's beautiful. During the credit sequence where they were playing like the main theme, I honestly got kind of teary-eyed because it's just really beautiful to see this amalgamation of so many pieces of my childhood work together like this. And the music isn't good just because it sounds great and it's themes that we know, but It also works really well into the score. They tune the music just right to fit with what's happening on screen. They'll have intense action pieces playing during intense moments, and calmer, more tender themes while they're talking or relaxing or whatever. This is also how they're able to reference so many games throughout the series. They work in a lot, and I mean a lot, of music pieces throughout the series. I know I've been saying throughout the series a lot, but what else can I say, really? They just bring in so much, whether it be tiny little references or music. You can tell that this was a movie made by Mario fans for Mario fans. It's kind of like the Sonic Mania of movies. And I'm not sure many of you know this about me, but Sonic Mania is one of my favorite games of all time, so comparing that to anything is truly an honor. Though, on topic of Sonic, guess it was inevitable to talk about this. What do I think of the Sonic movies now that the Mario movie has come out? Well, I gotta say, after watching the Mario movie, my opinion on the Sonic movies has not changed, and I still really love them. Like I have been saying for so many months now, these are two separate film franchises. Yes, I know, it's the big Mario and Sonic debate, but come on, guys. You don't need to be this obnoxious about it. There can be friendly rivalries and callbacks to how many times Mario and Sonic were truly at each other's throat. But, gosh, some of you are just petty, and it's not just the Sonic fans. Mario fans are guilty too. You guys want to know the reason why I don't want any more Mario vs. Sonic episodes on Death Battle after Bowser vs. Eggman? It's because of this. And that is the entire reason. I have never, in all of my years of living, have seen a civilized Mario vs. Sonic argument, and I am very tired of all of it. But, back to talking about the actual Mario movie now. The visuals are stunning. I don't know if this is biased or not, but this is genuinely one of the prettiest movies I have seen in a long time. I know I've mentioned how much a fan I am of color and all that, and this movie definitely delivers, not just in the Mushroom Kingdom 2. The Brooklyn scenes just give us so much popping vibrancy, which I was not expecting to. I liked the Brooklyn stuff a lot more than I thought I would, actually. It gives Mario and Luigi a bit of time to show their characters themselves, without all the wacky Mushroom Kingdom shenanigans. It's able to build their bond well and show that they do have a life outside of the Mushroom Kingdom. Also, for those of you wondering, yes, Spike is actually in the movie. I know trailers didn't really show a lot of Spike. Actually, never mind, they didn't show any of Spike. But yes, Spike is in the movie. He has a very minor role. He only shows up for a few scenes, but he was enjoyable. And I'm not really spoiling much since he shows up at the very, very beginning. And he has a few lines. It's able to set up the Mario Bros. Motivations well. I think he serves his purpose well. There was also the voice performances. And I gotta say, pretty much every single person did a great job. Some a little better than others, but, Jack Black was obviously a highlight, just how he was in pretty much all the trailers. Charlie Day Luigi did so good, as well as Keegan-Michael Key Toad. Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach and Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, they did alright. But, honestly, after hearing it in full, I think Chris Pratt did a really great job as Mario. He truly does make the Brooklyn accent really work well into his character. And he's also able to do a really good Italian impression. Like, some of the things that he says sound exactly like Charles Martinet's performance as the character. And honestly, I'm kind of impressed. Sure, his performance wasn't perfect. I mean, no performance was. But with the amount of weight he had, I feel like he did a fine enough job. Also, you guys just hate on Chris Pratt too much. I'm really tired of how much flack he gets just for existing at this point. Now, the humor, I actually kind of liked it. Not every joke lands, mainly looking at that one Toad cute joke, but, you know, there were many points where I did laugh at the movie. I'm not gonna go around saying it's the funniest movie ever because, well, it's not, but, you know, I still found the humor to be really enjoyable, and come on, it could have been way worse. It's just my only real complaint about the humor is that it's not super memorable. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any big jokes or gags that really stuck out to me, you know? But still, it was a relatively funny movie. Okay, now I'm going to start delving into more spoilery stuff. So, if you haven't seen the movie now and you've just pressed on with this review anyway, I highly recommend you click off now of all times. Okay, let's get to it. So yes, Bowser does sing a song like he said he was going to, and while the song is good, I was kind of hoping for this big bad villain ballad. I don't know. I just got my hopes up that we were going to get a Disney villain-esque musical number that was going to see Bowser hyping up his troops or something. But even then, the song that we got, I'm very happy with it. Peaches is a really funny song, and also, it gives us kind of a chance to, like, chill out, because this movie, it's very active, and that keeps you from getting bored, but this song allows you to just, like, sit back and listen to some tunes, you know? And honestly, Jack Black sings it really great. It's honestly a really nice sounding song. But on topic of Bowser, Bowser isn't just a big tyrannical villain in this movie. He's actually got a very big fondness for Peach. Very big fondness for her. And I'm honestly kind of surprised they were able to work that part of him in well. And it gives him a lot more character other than just being the big bad. He's got the little mushy, cartoony side to him, but he's under that, he's still got his big, evil, intimidating part of him, you know? It's nice, you know? And speaking of characters, all of them not only just work well with others, but they're also so great by themselves, too. So, of course, Mario and Luigi were great, but so do Mario and Toad, Mario and Peach, Peach and Bowser, Mario and Donkey Kong, all of them, really. I really like that Mario and Donkey Kong have this sort of rivalry shifting into a bromance. It's really nice to see, you know? Also, while we don't see much of them, I do like Mario's family. It gives Mario and Luigi a bit more background too. Also, we saw baby Mario and baby Luigi and baby Peach, and they were all adorable. And yeah. Also, I'm really thanking God that they didn't go with the third act breakup. I really thought they were going to, but they didn't. And I'm so happy about that. The action scenes in this movie are really, really well choreographed. There's like 3 different final battles, and all of them are so unique. There's one on the Rainbow Road, which has been mainly showed throughout most of the trailers, and it's a really intense ride with some really intense music, and a lot of different camera angles and stuff, and also color. Also a lot of intensity. Then there's the battle in the Mushroom Kingdom, which is great. There's a lot happening. We get to see more of Mario and Donkey Kong's friendly rivalry. We see enemies getting hit left and right. And it's just a really, really fast-paced sequence. And finally, there's when everything gets pulled into Brooklyn. And this is where the true final battle takes place. This is, without question, my favorite scene in the entire movie. it shows Mario being belittled by Bowser. It shows him thinking that he can't do it. But even after all of this, he's still able to stand back up for Luigi, because even after every single thing he's been through, every single time he's been put down, he just kept getting back up. All for his brother. And he's going to do it again. And this is also when Luigi is able to build up all of his confidence and finally show the world how brave he is, sticking up for his brother, defending him when the time calls for it. And then we get the superstar scene, which is just, you know, you just gotta see it for yourself. I cannot put into words how beautiful that scene was. So, anyways, obviously, I loved this movie a lot, but I'm not a blind fanboy. I can recognize problems when I see it, and there are a few. First off, pacing can kind of be a bit wonky at times. Some scenes moved a bit too quickly, and transitions into big moments didn't really carry a lot of weight since they kind of just rushed into them at points, especially at the beginning. But it wasn't too big a problem for me personally. I just felt they could have added a bit more impact to some scenes, especially the reveal of the Mushroom Kingdom and such, and especially the family dinner scene. That was something that could have used a lot more screen time and dialogue. Maybe if the movie had a few extra minutes of runtime, they could have given these scenes a bit more time to shine. Then there's the pop songs. I know it's Illumination, and I know it was inevitable, but I mean, I don't know. Some songs do fit well into the scenes they're in, especially I Need a Hero. I barely even noticed it started playing. It really worked well into the training scene. But songs like Take On Me, I feel like we could have done without. I mean, when you have a series with such iconic music like Mario, I feel like you could have done without the pop songs altogether. They also didn't credit the DK rap artist in the credits. They need to fix that. Like, seriously. And finally, I really love the ending, but I feel like the resolution could have had a bit more to work off of, because they kind of just really show one scene of Mario and Luigi living their lives for like 20 seconds, and then boom, movie over. And then there's the after credits sequence, which just has a nice little funny moment with Bowser singing the song again, and a reveal of, spoiler alert, Yoshi, which we've already seen in the movie. Yes, I know he was obviously going to be in the sequel, which I really hope they do make one, but I don't know. I feel like they should have revealed someone more like Wario or Rosalina, someone that has a lot more to work off of for a potential sequel. Like, obviously, Yoshi could be worked in very easily into the Mario movie, too, but I don't know. I feel like someone like Wario and Waluigi could have added a bit more depth to what could be seen as a potential successor to this movie. Maybe we will get them in the sequel, but who knows. If they do make a sequel, though, honestly, while Bowser was a really fun villain, I hope that they would focus on more villains from the series, like the aforementioned Wario and Waluigi, and maybe even some villains from the Mario and Luigi games, such as Phantasma, Fawful, Cackletta. Those could make for great movie villains, I feel. And if Bowser needs to be in there, he could easily just be teaming up with them or something. Really, though, I just want to see more of the relationships between these characters and more of this world, because this movie provided so much in terms of that, and I just really want to see the full extent of it. This movie has me so intrigued. Really hope we can get a sequel on it. And maybe it can focus more on Luigi and him building his confidence or something. I don't know, maybe we can throw Daisy in there. That would be awesome. And that's my thoughts on the movie. As you can tell, most of this was entirely improv. I've come up with stuff on the spot. So there's going to be a lot of points in this video where I stutter on words or forget which words I wanted to say or whatever. I just wanted to make a nice little simple review. But anyways, before I close out this video, I wanted to bring a few friends on here to say their thoughts on the movie. So, anyways, without further ado, let's see what they thought of the flick.
What's up, Cap Nation? It's your boy, Capsirus, coming at you live from Lucaraboy's channel. Hi! I saw the Mario movie last night. I wanted to talk about it because it is really, really good. The animation was stellar. It was like a live action, well, not a live action, but it was like a 3D Looney Tunes. The characters were so stretchy and bouncy, but they still stayed like pretty solid. So you could really feel like the impact of each hit in the fight scenes. It was amazing. I love it. The fight scenes were spectacular. The squash and stretch in the animation really helped with the fights, especially in the climax. More on that later. The music in the movie, oh my god, it was amazing. I love it so much. And the composers Brian Tyler and Koji Kondo did a fantastic job with this movie, with the soundtrack of the movie. The characters were all amazing. Mario was just as charismatic and caring as he always should be. Luigi was adorable. Princess Peach was a badass. Bowser was threatening and hilarious. Donkey Kong was just hilarious, even though I think his voice performance was a little weak, because it's just Seth Rogen doing his regular voice while every other actor is trying to do something new. But Keegan-Michael Key's Toad was amazing. I love him so much. He was adorable, and I wanted to see more of him because I feel like he was very underutilized in the movie. But yeah, and what else is there? Well, just know this movie is really good, but I do have some complaints. For starters, the licensed music, it was bound to happen, and for the scenes that they're in, they do fit, except for Take On Me, which doesn't fit at all. But like, I Need a Hero, Thunderstruck, Mr. Blue Sky, they fit in the context of the scene, but it's Illumination. What do you expect? There was gonna be licensed music somewhere. At least it wasn't a cheesy pop song. That was at least they're like actually good, actual good songs. So that's nice. Another thing, the pacing, it was really fast. Unlike Sonic 2, which kind of slowed down in places that it really shouldn't have slowed down. This movie was just really fast. Like, it starts off, and it's like, the starting scene is really good. And then when you meet the brothers, it just kind of goes from one thing to the next really, really quickly. Like, by like the 20-minute mark, Mario's already met Toad, he's already going to see the princess, and I feel like it needs to slow down just a bit. It definitely could have benefited from a longer runtime, but you know what? That climax of the movie, I gotta talk about it, so skip to this time frame if you don't want to be spoiled. Oh my god, the fight was amazing. Just seeing Mario and Luigi use the Superstar to kick butt, that's what I'm gonna say. It was beautiful. The music that played was amazing. The fighting, like the choreography, the animation, it was really good. Illumination has really gotten better with their fight animations, and I love it. I especially love that it's Mario and Luigi, because like they're brothers. It's the Super Mario Brothers movie. It's not Mario and Donkey Kong or Mario and Toad or Mario and Peach. It's overall, movie was really good. I love it so much. Can't wait for it to come out on like digital or streaming or whatever, because I really want to see it again. And I want to see that climax again because it was spectacular. So yeah, this movie is an easy 11 out of 10. Would recommend. Thank you all for having me on this wonderful channel. Subscribe to Lucara Boy and subscribe to me as well, obviously. and I will see you in another video.
Yeah, I just got done seeing the Mario movie, and honestly, one of the best experiences I've ever had. Video game movie wise, I love Sonic 1, love Sonic 2. I mean, you want to talk about a game series that's just, it was justice done to it. It's this movie. And just I love the Sonic movies, which are incredible. This was amazing. I was smiling all the way through. Bowser, Luigi, Mario, everyone was good. No complaints really. Only have two. Pacing is, everyone was right, it is really fast, and I would love to see if there is a extended cut, because I know a scene's cut in the movie, because one of the trailers you see Mario with the I'm having a brain fart right now, but one of the fishes, it sucks on his face. It's like, oh, get it off. That was cut in it. It's not in the movie. So, I'd like to see if there's an extended cut, and I think that would maybe fix the pacing issue. Another little complaint I have is, I'm a big Luigi fan, and not that Luigi was bad in the movie. Luigi was portrayed perfectly. I just wish there was a bit more of him. Of Luigi kind of doing his own thing. But I mean, yeah, awesome battle at the end. Yeah, Luigi has a great redemption arc because he's scared the whole movie. But then the time his brother Mario needs it, he steps in. As always, Mario stepped in for him when he was in danger. And that was a beautiful scene. I loved it. Another thing I really loved was the voice acting of every character. I loved all of them. Probably the one that ain't really doing much is Seth Rogen, but I knew he wouldn't, but it's perfect. Like, him as Donkey Kong is great. Anna Taylor-Joy as Peach, and like Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, and Luigi as Charlie Day as Luigi. It's perfect. But the one I want to talk about the most is Chris Pratt as Mario. Dude, he did phenomenal. Like, it was so dang good. I loved it. Loved every minute of the movie. Action's good, and like, there's not a scene where I was all like, I was bored, or I wish they cut it out. Like, it was a good love letter to Mario. It was a good film too. Is it like the greatest film ever? No, but it was truly magical, and I recommend, if you have kids or love Mario, love gaming, or just you just want to have a fun time, and sit down and enjoy. Highly recommend this movie. One more thing as well. I heard a lot of complaints with the licensed music, and I agree. I wish it was just all original tracks all the way through. And they're there, and every time they're there, they steal the show. They're great. And 90% of the movie has that, so it ain't that big of a deal. But I hate the song choices, the licensed song choices they do is really weird. They do Take On Me, and that's in the movie. Thunder by AC/DC. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like dun, 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 dun. That song, that's in the movie. I hate that song. Those are the three I remember. I'm sure there's more. I remember there was like a rap in the beginning, but I actually kind of liked that one. That one wasn't bad. But besides that, I thought it was good. At least as long as the songs are 90% of the thing, I'm cool with it. I'm okay with it. But again, highly recommend the movie, and if you get a chance, go see it in theater, go support it, so we get a sequel, we can get another Nintendo movie. There are 2 post-credit scenes, definitely tell you to go check those out, both great. One does set up a sequel, possibly, and yeah, it was great, so enjoy the film.
Alright, so anyways, give a thanks to these guys for coming on and saying their quick thoughts on this movie. It was a sudden fun idea I had, and I'm glad they were able to do it. So, anyways, what were my final thoughts on the movie? Well, as an actual movie, I'd probably give it about an 8 or 9 out of 10. But to me personally, this was a 10 out of 10 movie. This is everything I wanted out of a Mario movie. I've been waiting for a film like this for so long, and I don't know, it's just seeing it in theaters was something I'll never forget. This was truly such a wonderful film, and it feels made for me. It feels special to me, you know? So, anyways, I might make a full-scale review later on with a script and stuff, but who knows? Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye.